Today we have General Manager Mr. Patrick Somers from General Air Conditioning and Plumbing here to discuss their summertime special and some other things too. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah,
good to be back. Good.
Good. All right, so, we're getting ready to go into a heat wave. We have a lot of heat heading our way. We live in the desert. Let's get right to it. Tell me about this summertime special.
Well, we have a lot of summertime specials, $179 tune-ups and all kinds of things like that. But we're calling it our summertime special, but the reality is we have this special all year round, all the time. And a lot of people don't know about it. And it's a lot like going to In-N-Out Burger. And there's that menu that is posted there, and then there's the menu nobody knows about. That's what this is, all right?
A burger reference. I'm happy. Go on.
So it's basically, we will come out and do a second opinion at no charge. Okay. So, and what that means is if you get a diagnosis from another company and you just want a second opinion to confirm it, or say, hey, maybe there's something else going on here, we'll come out at no charge and provide that.
I love this. And do you think most people know this?
Some people know it, but most people do not.
Like you said, it's like the secret menu at In-N-Out Burger.
Yes,
All
correct.
right, fair enough. So tell me this, as far as diagnosing, so say I did need a second opinion, what are some things that are misdiagnosed?
Some things that are misdiagnosed, one is the compressor. Compressors fail, and they do go out, and it's an expensive repair. It's the heart of your system. But there's been studies that show up to 30% of compressors are diagnosed incorrectly. Wow. And that's not because the technician doesn't know what he's doing. It's because just like anything that's complex, sometimes there's a lot to gather. So sometimes you get the evidence and you get the readings, and you have to go with what that's pointing you to. And it could point to several different things, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
And another thing is refrigerant leaks. Systems will leak refrigerant, and systems do leak refrigerant. And the only thing you want to make sure is that when a leak is confirmed, one, that a leak search was done and confirmed, but also if it's just, hey, it's low on refrigerant, okay, great. What's the airflow situation? Is there a dirty filter? Are registers closed? If there's things causing poor airflow, restricted airflow, that mimics a low refrigerant charge scenario. So you don't want to say, hey, it needs refrigerant, add refrigerant, if you haven't ruled out that you've got an airflow issue, making it look like it's low on refrigerant.
So getting service, getting the attention that it's needed is of the utmost importance.
Yes, correct.
I mean, obviously, it's not one of those things where you just kind of wait it out. It's like it could be one of several things, but most likely it might not be the biggest issue.
Correct. And we're going to be bombarded with calls here in the next few days with this heat wave. From a lot of that are going to be from systems that haven't had maintenance, haven't had preventive checks. So it is important. It is important, and a lot of times it is a simple issue. You can get a coil that ices up, freezes, right, into a block of ice. Well, that could be a leaking coil, the refrigerant's leaked out. That's a pretty big deal. It could be your filter is dirty, and you may not think it looks real dirty, or hey, I just changed it, but a little bit of restriction in the airflow could cause the same thing to happen to your coil. So a major symptom, right? Yeah. Yet it could be a very complex and expensive issue. It could be a very simple issue. So it's just like our health. If you got something going on, get it checked out.
And we always assume the worst, right?
It's human nature, right?
No, you're right. You're right. How does someone get in a second opinion? I mean, it's simple. Just give me a call.
You just call in. You call into Tanya and her team in the contact center and just say, I'd like a second opinion on a diagnosis I received.
Good old Tanya Priest. All right. Well, you can find the General Air Conditioning and Plumbing in Thousand Palms. You can also find them online at callthegeneral.com or give them a ring. Big thanks to Patrick for being here, and I'll see you in just a couple of minutes, everyone.